8:45 a.m. meeting with my boss's boss. No context. So we'll see if we're gonna get laid off today.
The first time it happened to me, I was devastated. I was heartbroken. I was scared.
Is your security of that main source of income just completely stripped from you? Say bye to your health insurance. Say bye to your dental.
900. I repeat, 900 employees have now been temporarily laid off because of Donald Trump's tariffs.
Hey guys, it's Blahzaye, and today we're going to be talking about how there are still mass layoffs even though we had a better than expected jobs report for March. Companies are just preparing themselves to withstand all the new tariffs that even China has just placed today. In this video, we're going to be going through a couple people's stories that just got laid off as well. Hopefully they find something better in the future, as well as we're going to go over what major companies today are laying off hundreds of people. If you like this video, hit the button, comment down below. I like having these conversations, and subscribe if you want more content like this. Let's get into it.
You ready with me to get laid off today? Why do you think you're getting laid off? Well, yesterday, 3 of my coworkers got laid off, and I looked at my calendar and I was like, oh, I'm good, no mystery meeting. And about 8:30 last night, I got an email calendar invite for an 8:45 a.m. meeting with my boss's boss. No context. So we'll see if we're gonna get laid off today. Because I'm gonna record it for all of you, so you're all gonna get to see me get laid off potentially, which would be one of the worst moments of my life probably. So it's gonna be fun. And it was just kind of fun being like, hey, this is my day. It's gonna be awful, but here we are, and I feel good. I feel excited. I'm ready. Good. Curious as to what this meeting is about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. To be honest.
Right.
Fuck. That's how it goes, I guess. Fuck me. Fuck. Sick.
Yeah, that's absolutely insane, especially when it just comes out of nowhere. But especially when it's preemptive and you start to see the pattern as your buddies at your job, at your level, are starting to get laid off one by one by one. It's like watching a monster in a horror movie take out your friends continuously. You don't know what the hell's going on. Are they going to stop, or are they going to get you as well? Let's hit the comments real fast. Yeah. The way she said, yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry, but it's not my decision, Yeah, confirmed what I knew immediately. Yeah, you're like, damn, she got me. The monster got me. PMO that work can do this with less than 24 hours notice, yet I have to provide a 4-week notice resignation when I'm being targeted, pressured, and made to feel shit by HR and senior management. Yeah, that's why he didn't get a 2 weeks notice. This just came out of nowhere. He's just expecting it. Oh, a random meeting just popped up on my calendar. Hopefully I don't get fired. Where's the 2-week notice? Where's the courtesy from the employer to the employee? Do we need to fight for those protections just so people can have 2 weeks to try to make sure their life doesn't get absolutely destroyed in the meantime, so they can find another job to keep paying their bills, keep their rent paid? What if they have kids? This is a whole situation that you could just destroy your life and not give any type of warning preemptively to let the person know. I feel like it should be a mandatory, especially from the employer side. That's why you don't give a 2 weeks notice. And the thing is here, you'll get trapped with this too, because if you don't get a 2 week notice, obviously when you're applying for new jobs, they're going to call your references from your previous job. I'm like, well, he kind of just left. He dipped on us, terrible employee, left a bad taste in my mouth. Maybe you shouldn't hire him, Throw it down in the comments if you experienced that. I know this is the worst time, but you are so dang handsome. It's probably the best time. Maybe you can squeak out a modeling contract. It doesn't have to get, go back to a regular job. I'm so sorry, friend. What kind of work were you doing? Take your time for yourself before jumping back in, because I'll DM you in a couple of days. Dang, see, maybe we can help find you a new contact in your field. Dang. Hey, I guess does he have that pretty privilege going on? We did the video about that. Does he have the pretty privilege going on? Hey, I got a job for you. We have a spot just for you in particular. I got laid off, got a decent severance package. That's good. Got unemployment for 6 months. My God. And found my dream job. It will be okay. Oh, you got super hooked up. Put it down in the comments if you got a setup like that. While you're doing that, we're going to go to the next video.
Mass layoffs in March. Job cuts surged by more than 200% last month, led by losses in federal jobs. That's according to the outplacement firm Challenger, Gray and Christmas. More than 275,000 Americans lost their job in March, making it the worst month for layoffs since the COVID pandemic.
And this is so crazy because so we have layoffs spiked by 205% in March, but we also just got a March jobs report that said jobs have increased 228,000, but the unemployment did go up like by 0.1%, I believe. I'll put it up on the screen to make sure I'm correct. So the conflicting information is crazy, but what's really going to happen is China is matching the tariffs, and Donald Trump has all the list of universal tariffs for everybody. You get a tariff, you get a tariff, you get a tariff, pulling the Oprah. But freaking that hasn't hit the job market just yet. I wouldn't say like it has not been widespread. We're seeing major companies here and there, but nothing like super drastic that's happened. To the comments, are we great yet? In all seriously, when the hell we're going to be great? I know there's like a lag time, right? We have to give him some time, but the changes he's making is so drastic. Do we offer that lag time, or can we just say all the changes that you're making right now are literally directly affecting the economy? I just got laid off. That's affecting me personally by a decision you just made. So no, I'm not going to offer that lag time, right? Who are we giving that type of leniency? Or should we be like, no, well, in a year, this is still technically Biden's economy, like how they always spin it until it's good. And then it's like, well, no, Trump had this economy this whole time. What are you talking about? Running the country just like his businesses into the ground. He has, let's be completely honest. This is not a Democrat or Republican thing. He has run a lot of businesses into the ground. He really has. Just by facts, facts alone. This is all Democrats' fault for falling to related to the young voters and the working class. Now we'll pay the price. That's a whole nother video on its own, because we have Kamala Harris coming out saying like, oh, I don't want to say I told you so. It's like, well, Democrats didn't do that great of a job, convincing people. So maybe get better at that. We are cooked. Yeah, so disheartening. Yep, no way. Those are rookie numbers. Next video.
Hey everyone, so big life update. I was just laid off today from my job, and I have so many conflicting feelings about it. I just feel like the way that these companies do layoffs sometimes and let people go it really takes away that human aspect. And I'm in a position now where this is not my first layoff. The first time it happened to me, I was devastated, I was heartbroken, I was scared, and this time around I feel a lot more prepared. I feel like I did a lot of saving because I knew, and I know now, it's just like the nature of the game. The timing is crazy. Like, I don't know if it's the universe working in my favor. I don't know if there's something that I'm meant to be doing that is gonna come to fruition now. I think I'm relieved because I knew going into a specific job at this specific company that this was not gonna be the end all be all for me. I just feel like I'm at this really weird spot in my life where the fact that this brings me a little bit of relief and a little bit of comfort and some excitement for what's next, I think really allows me to be in a space now where I can reevaluate, I can take my time, and I can just kind of take this time right now to focus on me, focus on my health, focus on doing the things that I want to do right now. I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of like just ranting right now, but anybody who's been through layoffs can relate to the mix of emotions that comes with it. I'm just gonna take it day by day and see where the universe leads me next.
And her freaking hashtags at the bottom are saying like Latina, chronic illness, cancer survivor. I hope you find what you're looking for, because that is terrible. If you're glad you're looking strong here, looking strong, looking good, cancer survivor. To the comments, don't stress, apply for unemployment, get through the hard part of filing, then apply to 80 to 100 jobs, which makes it really easy. Indeed makes it easy. Monster makes it easy. Glassdoor makes it easy. And there's a bunch of job boards as well, where it's like you set all your information, click the button, and it goes to it. We talked about this in the the guy in the video where a guy put in 1,500 jobs and then still couldn't find anything. Homeboy had a master's degree as well. It's getting crazy out there. On Indeed, watch them to run asking for your interview after that. Sending you the best of luck on your next goal and wishing you success. Yeah, as we always. So sorry this happened. Thanks, girl. Maybe it's time for me to get back into content creation. No, I wouldn't say that. This is very iffy. Like, no matter how good I do at content creation, I'm always gonna like maintain my job. Granted, I'm like part side contractually, obviously. Next video.
Absolutely no idea that was coming. No exaggeration. I literally had no idea. I thought it was a normal meeting and I was gonna give my boss a motherfucking book recommendation, and then he decided to say, we're not moving forward with you for employment. What? My stutter gets really bad when I'm worked up. I'm upset, I'm angry, I'm disappointed, I'm hurt, I'm confused. Here's the thing about getting laid off in America or getting your job taken from you like in any moment, right? Not only is your like security majority of that main source of income just completely stripped from you, say bye to your health insurance. Say bye to your dental. You know what's so funny to me as well is when we leave a job, we are courteous enough to and almost forced to believe that we have to do the 2 weeks, right? The 2 weeks notice. Let me give them 2 weeks notice.
Many K-pop fans tend to...
You know what's so funny?
I just wanted to pause right there to where she said that, you know, it's all tied to your health insurance. And no other super developed country, I'm pretty sure they don't have it like that. Pretty sure it's separate. Put it down in the comments and below. I do want to know. I want to be corrected if I'm absolutely wrong. But is it not only in America where it's directly tied? So if you lose your job, you lose your health insurance? Because that is absolutely insane. And I mean, I did see a CEO talking about how the breakage of that would devastate the job economy. If you separated being having a job and having insurance to take care of your family or take care of yourself, then it would destroy the job economy or something like that. Then millennials are already going around, going to jobs, job hopping, trying to get higher salaries. Gen Z starting to do it as well. We can't have them jumping around. It was like an article on why we can't keep millennial and Gen Z around. And so she was saying how big of a problem it is, how we're just changing the job culture because you keep jumping from job to job, the most effective salary that you think that you're worth. But if you break it from having to have health insurance as well, you'll stay at your job. You're more weighed down. If you want to be responsible, you can't go out there, especially if you're sick. If you think you're going to be sick in the future, you're not going to leave. That'd be crazy.
To me as well is when we leave a job, we are courteous enough to and almost forced to believe that we have to do the 2 weeks, right? The 2 weeks notice. Let me give them 2 weeks notice. Let me do that. But these employers are able to be like, no, this is actually your last minute on the job. And as soon as you hang up this Zoom call that you thought was just going to be like a friendly little meeting, but we're actually taking away your job, we're going to lock you out of your email. We're going to lock you out of all of your accounts. So those abandonment issues you have, trigger. You can't say goodbye to your coworkers, trigger. This wasn't my dream job by any way, shape, or form, to be honest with you. It was honestly, it didn't align at all. But in this economy, when I'm in like a very transitional phase of life right now. So that was at least like a pillar of stability that was had. Oh my God. I think I'm going through all this grief. I've already cried. I probably will later, but I don't feel bad for myself. Also, I'm not victimizing myself. I know that getting laid, it's not the end of the world. Like, everything's going to be okay. Rejection is redirection. I'm an adaptable bitch. Trust me. But it's just like, I guess it's time to start the podcast. I don't know, man.
Why does everybody go like directly towards content creation? It's like not a stable job. If you're in a good space and you have supporting people around you, like a supporting family that's going to pay all your bills, or maybe you've been extremely responsible this whole time and you have months and months and months and more months of savings to backfill pay for content creation, because you're not just going to blow up out of nowhere and then have everything be satisfied, all your bills be satisfied, and start getting paid immediately to supplement all your living expenses. It takes time and it takes dedication, and you're going to go through that valley of despair when everybody tries to start a new business, and you're going to be working dramatically more in content creation as well. But it seems like everybody tries to jump to it. I mean, it's great if you have a job as well, and then you're still grinding, so you're doing a full-time content creation as well as full-time working your normal job. So it'd be, as long as she just goes and gets another job and then does it that full-time. It's just kind of telling when people, you had a job before but you weren't doing content creation previously, like full-time, like, you know, putting in 100% effort before, but now when you don't have a job, it's extremely risky, but a lot of people take the risk, and sometimes it pays off. Sometimes for the minority of people. And this was a notable crash out. Like, this is a worth it a crash out. You know, like she got fired and then they cut her off like immediately, like as if she was a threat to the company. I don't know like the full situation, but it sounds like we don't want her talking to anybody, no coworkers, no nothing. You're going to get your email access shut off. Like, we don't want you saying anything. And she said it was a blindsided layoff. Kind of just like the last dude, like, oh, surprise meeting on my calendar. Hopefully I'm not fired. Damn. And she actually low-key dropped a bar there. She said, rejection is redirection, which is good. Pretty much just, hey, let's just keep it moving, keep it pushing, and let's continue to better ourselves so that we can, when the right opportunity does show up, we are ready for it. That's what I take away from that. Let's get into the comments. It's actually cruel that we have to rely on our corporate jobs for health insurance. Yeah, literally what I was just saying. I don't know. It's tied together for a reason, right? Gaining new employment is usually a lengthy and sometimes costly process. It's unconscionable for employees. I know they literally trained 10 of us at once and then just let go of a handful of us. So it's pretty much like they were gauging who was a good fit for the company. And they're like, oh, okay, well, you guys didn't make the cut. See you. We're not moving forward with your employment is insane. Followed by, you look surprised. Yeah, I am. You told me I was doing good last week. Why are we gaslighting? Actual insanity, what these companies say to their employees as if we're not the ones keeping the business. This is crazy. You make such a good point about the 2 week for quit versus immediate for layoff. Yeah. That immediate layoff that'll get you because you're like, shit, I got bills to pay. Come on. Yes, I'm building something better. This has happened to me many times. That's why I started his stuff. Okay. Is it the person? Like, do you have to start looking inward when it's like, I've been laid off a bunch of times. It's like, okay, well, is it the economy or is it you? Maybe we have to start looking inwards on ourselves. Like, okay, let's do a full evaluation because sometimes it's definitely the economy. Sometimes it's the job market, but sometimes it's us. We need to work on ourselves, right? Next video.
Well, as you can see, it's getting real spooky out here. More fallout from Donald Trump's Liberation Day. 900, I repeat, 900 employees have now been temporarily laid off because of Donald Trump's tariffs. Injured, call Sam. Never mind that advertisement, but I'm sure somebody needs it. Stellantis is pausing production at plants in Canada and Mexico. And this move is because of what Donald Trump is doing right now. In an email from North American Chief Operating Officer Antonio Filosa sent to these employees, he went on to say that Stellantis will quickly adapt to the policy changes imposed by Trump. He noted that the actions that the company is taking are, quote, necessary, given the current market dynamics. We understand that the current environment creates uncertainty, he said. Be assured that we are very engaged with all of our stakeholders, including top government leaders, unions, suppliers, and dealers in the United States, Canada, and Mexico, as we work to manage and adapt to these changes. Now, do you Trump supporters still think this is a game? Your savings is on the verge of being wiped out. These tariffs, they're saying they're adding thousands and thousands of dollars to your annual budget to live off of. Your 401ks have pretty much evaporated for the most part, and if they haven't evaporated already, they're on their way. Do you now realize this isn't a game? While you're so busy out here avoiding being woke, you're going broke. Wow. Well,
but they're going to immediately go back to, well, Trump said that there was going to be pain and we have to live through this. We're trying to plant trees here and we got to wait for the apples to come. We have to wait for the fruit of Trump's new policies to bear so that we can, be the richest country. And then Trump said they were going to have so much money. We're not going to know what to do with it. That's what he said. And, as he was saying, everybody's 401ks is going down. To that note, millennials, Gen Z, even some Gen Xers, right? What was that, 45 to 55? Perfect time to be slowly DCAing into your account, which is dollar cost averaging. Just whatever you want to buy, just slowly as the time goes on, because we're seeing China's retaliating with these major tariffs, which is causing the market to go down even further. So we're going to see, I predict that it's probably another 3 months before things actually start to stabilize. We're most likely going to see a downtrend. As always, it's not financial advice, just some random guy on YouTube stuff that I'm talking about, right? Slowly DCA dollar cost average into whatever stocks that you choose, or ETFs, or mutual funds. Let's get to the comments. That man's going to bankrupt this country like he did his businesses. We've seen this multiple times now. He has bankrupted business. And he's playing golf. That is true. Hey, man, don't go play golf when people are actually scared about their 401ks and stuff, when the market's downtrending. Definitely we had a good job. Maybe he's like, oh, well, decent jobs report. Beat analyst predictions. I deserve time off. Oh, God. Zeus, I don't give a F about these people. They need to be picking peas out of their shite to feed themselves and their families. F them, damn. Going hard. The final nail in the coffin will be. But I thought the tax cuts were better now. The ones that they're trying to get into. I'm not the super tax guy. I need to delve more into that. If you're smarter than that than me, which you most likely are, throw it down in the comments, please. I'd love to learn. Anyone who works for Stellantis for suppliers know they've been laying off and struggling for a minute now. Really? Since 2025 started? I'd like some more information on that as well. That's Detroit. Yep. Killing the 401ks along with cutting Social Security will cause immense immediate poverty among senior citizens and disabled people. Trust the process. Trump us. I don't know, guys. It's getting kind of rough. We're going to see how these tariffs go about, destroying everything. Everybody universally agrees that even the Republicans are starting to be like, hey, like these tariffs are kind of bad. Like my constituents are literally hating everything that's going on. Hopefully we can make it through the pain to yield some type of gain at the end. Let me know what you think down in the comments. We'd love to have this conversation. Hit the like button if you got anything from the video and subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.